Amy inserted the needle into the vein in her arm and drew an entire box of her own blood. She splattered some of the blood onto the cabinet and poured the rest on the floor, spreading it evenly with her hands. To make it look even more realistic, she dragged her palms to create a blood trail. Then, she took a cloth, knelt on the ground, and vigorously wiped the area, allowing the blood to seep into the cracks of the floorboards. Next, she soaked a hammer in blood and threw it into the fireplace to ignite it. But this still wasn't enough to frame her husband for murder. So, Amy deliberately befriended her pregnant neighbor, quickly becoming close friends. She often complained to her about her husband's abusive behavior and even invited her over for visits. Once her friend used the bathroom, Amy secretly collected some of her urine to obtain a pregnancy confirmation from the hospital. By using the pregnant woman's identity, she could present herself as a victim. Additionally, she planned to max out her husband's credit card by purchasing luxury items specifically for men, hiding them in an abandoned house. But Amy felt this wasn't enough. She secretly increased her life insurance policy and changed the beneficiary to her husband, ensuring he would unknowingly sign the documents. Finally, to provide the police with solid evidence, she wrote numerous diary entries starting from the beginning of their romance, fabricating stories that made her husband appear as a reckless playboy while portraying herself as a long-suffering victim living in fear. She burned part of the diary and placed it where she was sure the police would find it. Why was she doing this? In reality, she and her husband Nick had only recently married. What should have been a blissful honeymoon phase turned sour as Amy gradually realized that Nick was unambitious and irresponsible with money. To teach him a lesson, Amy researched crime details and set up a fake crime scene, making herself disappear without a trace. When Nick returned home to find the house empty and the coffee table overturned, he instinctively believed his wife had been kidnapped. However, the police suspected Nick of murdering his wife because they found bloodstains on the kitchen cabinet. The height of the stains clearly indicated that they had been splattered. Upon testing, they also discovered a significant amount of blood washing traces on the floor, raising further suspicions about Nick. During the investigation, the police learned that Amy was a well-known writer. When they asked Nick about Amy's friends, he replied that she had none, which seemed unusual. The police then mentioned the suspicious bloodstains they found at the house and asked Nick if he knew about his wife's blood type. After thinking for a moment, Nick said he didn't know, which only deepened the police's suspicions. The police conducted another search of Nick's home and discovered a more perplexing clue: a half-burned diary written by Amy. The diary not only recorded the sweet moments of Amy and Nick's love, but also detailed the cracks in their relationship after marriage. Amy even wrote that sometimes she felt Nick wanted to kill her. This evidence solidified Nick's suspicion. But who would have thought that on the other side, Amy cut off her long hair, dyed it brown, and dressed in plain clothes, completely reinventing herself?